Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right now. Everybody wants love. Everybody wants somebody who looks at them and says, that's my person. That's the one I can't live without. But here's the problem. We live in a world today where people confuse attention with affection and lust with love. So many women sit there wondering, what makes a man truly stay? What makes him addicted, not just interested? And I'm about to give it to you tonight. Not games, not gimmicks, not some fake 10-step plan you saw on the internet. I'm talking about 3 beautiful behaviors, 3 ways you carry yourself, 3 ways you move through life that will make a man not just notice you, but fight to never lose you. See, anybody can catch a man's eye. That's easy. But the question is, can you capture his soul? Can you hold his respect? Can you inspire his loyalty? Because when you do that, baby, he don't ever want to go nowhere. That's when he's addicted. That's when he's hooked. That's when you've got something real. Now, the first beautiful behavior that makes a man addicted to you is confidence without arrogance. Let me break this down. A confident woman is magnetic. A confident woman walks into a room and she don't even have to open her mouth. People feel her presence. And I'm not talking about being the loudest or being the most glamorous. No, confidence is an energy. It's when you know who you are, you respect yourself, you carry yourself like a queen, even if you're in sweatpants and sneakers. Let me tell you, men can spot that a mile away. And let me keep it real, men are hunters by nature. When they see a woman who values herself, who has standards, who isn't desperate for anyone's approval, it makes them step up their game. Because confidence says, I don't need you to complete me. I'm already complete. But I choose you because you add to my life. And let me tell you something, when you live in that mindset, it drives a man wild. Because too many women fall into the trap of trying to impress a man by shrinking themselves, by pretending to be something they're not, by tolerating things that go against their values. But when you stand tall in who you are, when you say, I know my worth and I'm not afraid to walk away if you don't see it too, that's when you get his respect. And without respect, love don't last. See, confidence isn't arrogance. Arrogance is loud. Arrogance is, I'm better than everybody else. Confidence is quiet. It's steady. It's walking into a restaurant by yourself and still holding your head high. It's knowing that you don't have to beg for love because the right one will recognize your value. And here's the secret: men are addicted to women who carry themselves with this kind of self-assurance. Because deep down, every man is looking for someone who doesn't just look good on his arm, but makes him level up, makes him want to be better, makes him think, how did I get lucky enough to have her? Now let me give you a story. I once saw this couple, been married over 30 years. I asked the husband, what kept you so hooked on her after all these years? He smiled, looked at his wife, and said, man, she knew who she was when I met her, and she never let me forget it. She didn't chase me. She made me chase her. And she still makes me chase her every day. See, that's confidence. That's what keeps the fire burning. But here's the truth. Confidence ain't about what's on the outside. It's about how you see yourself on the inside. And too many women let their insecurities rob them of their power. You sit there picking yourself apart in the mirror, comparing yourself to other women, listening to society telling you you're not enough. But baby, you've got to shift that voice in your head. You've got to start affirming yourself. You've got to start saying, I am worthy of love. I am deserving of respect. I am more than enough. When you believe that, you don't chase. You attract. And that's the kind of energy that makes a man addicted, because he knows he can't play games with you. He knows you're not the type to beg or settle. He knows he's got to bring his best self to even keep your attention. And trust me, a man values what he has to work for. Now let's move to the second beautiful behavior that makes him addicted to you. And this one right here is powerful. It's called feminine peace. Let me explain. Every man, no matter how strong he looks on the outside, is carrying a battle on the inside. Out in the world, he's fighting for his dreams. He's grinding. He's stressing. He's getting hit with rejection, competition, and pressure every single day. And when he comes home, when he comes to you, what he craves more than anything is peace. See, beauty might catch his attention, but peace keeps his heart. Because the world is chaotic. The job is stressful. Life is heavy. But if you can be his safe place, if you can be the one who calms his storm instead of adding to it, baby, he ain't never letting you go. Now, don't get me wrong. Peace doesn't mean being silent. Peace doesn't mean letting him walk all over you. Peace doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. No. Peace means you know how to communicate without tearing him down. Peace means you know how to bring warmth instead of constant criticism. Peace means when he's with you, he feels restored, not drained. Men will tell you straight up, I can find beauty anywhere. But finding peace, that's rare. And when a man finds that in you, he's addicted, because you become his balance. You become his sanctuary. You become the one place where he can put his armor down and just be himself. And here's the truth, ladies. If you always bring drama, if you're always nagging, if you're always suspicious, if every little thing turns into a war, he will start to run from you, no matter how much he's attracted. But if you bring calm, if you bring encouragement, if you bring laughter, if you bring joy, that's the energy that locks him in. That's the energy that makes him say, I can't lose her. I need her. She's my peace. And let me tell you, peace is not weakness. Peace is power. Because in a world full of noise, peace is magnetic. Peace is healing. Peace is addictive. So let me tell you something right now. If you want to know what makes a man addicted, it's not just your looks. It's not just your style. It's not just your body. It's the combination of your confidence and your peace. Those two right there are unstoppable. One makes him respect you. The other makes him crave you. Together, they make him addicted. Now, let's talk about the third beautiful behavior. And this one right here. This is the knockout. This is the glue that bonds everything together. It's what takes a relationship from she's nice to I cannot live without her. And that behavior is believing in his purpose. Let me explain. Every man walking this earth has a dream inside of him. It might be big, it might be small, it might not even be clear yet. But deep down, he wants to know his life means something. He wants to know he's not just existing, but he's building, achieving, leaving a mark. That's purpose. Now here's the thing. When a woman comes into his life and she not only loves him, but she believes in his purpose, she stands by his side, she pushes him toward greatness, she becomes irreplaceable. Because you're not just his lover, you're his partner. You're not just his companion, you're his inspiration. See, men will never admit this out loud, but I'll tell you the truth. We need cheerleaders. We need somebody who says, I see you. I believe in you. I know you're capable of more than this, and I'll be right here while you rise. That belief fuels a man like nothing else. Think about it. Out in the world, he's going to face rejection, failure, competition, and doubt. But if at home he's got a woman saying, baby, I believe in you. You've got this. Don't give up. Keep going. That gives him the strength to keep fighting. That makes him addicted because he knows you're not just there for the good times. You're there for the grind, the struggle, the climb. And let me say this, believing in his purpose doesn't mean tolerating laziness. It doesn't mean carrying all the weight while he sits back doing nothing. No, belief and blind enabling are two different things. Believing in his purpose means you recognize his potential and you call it out. You encourage him, you challenge him, you stand with him. Ladies, let me tell you something powerful. When a man feels like you're in his corner, like you're part of his vision, like you see him as more than what he is right now, that lights a fire in him. He don't want to let you down. He don't want to risk losing you because he knows he's got something rare, a woman who not only loves him, but lifts him. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking. What if I believe in his purpose, but he still messes up? What if I give him my encouragement, but he wastes it? And that's a fair question because not every man is ready for a real woman's support. Some men are immature. Some men are lost. Some men don't even know what they want yet. And you cannot build a man who refuses to build himself. But the right man, the man who's hungry for growth, the man who has drive, the man who is striving, your belief in him is gasoline on his fire. Let me give you a story. There was this young couple broke, struggling, barely making it. The husband had a dream of starting his own business, but everything around him said it was impossible. They had bills piling up, people telling him he was crazy, his own doubts eating at him. But his wife looked him dead in the eyes and said, I know you can do this. I believe in you. And even if the world don't, I will. That belief, it carried him. Years later, that man became successful, built the business, took care of his family. And when people asked him how he made it, you know what he said. Because she believed in me when I couldn't even believe in myself. That right there is why this behavior is so powerful. Because when a man feels your belief, he's not just addicted to you, he's grateful. And gratitude keeps love strong. Attraction might fade, looks might change, life might get hard. But gratitude makes him fight for you. Gratitude makes him protect you, cherish you, honor you. So let's put it together. The first behavior is confidence, knowing your worth, carrying yourself with self-respect. The second behavior is peace, being his calm, his sanctuary, his balance. And the third is believing in his purpose, standing with him, pushing him toward greatness. These three behaviors are not games. They're not tricks. They're not about manipulation. They're about being your highest self, and in that space, inspiring him to be his highest self. And when you bring that combination into a man's life, he's addicted. Not because you're trying to trap him, but because he recognizes that you're a blessing he can't afford to lose. Now, let me drop a little truth here. Some of you are sitting there thinking, well, if I bring confidence, peace, and belief, then I'll finally get the man I want. But let me correct you. These behaviors are not about chasing a man. They're about being the best version of yourself, period. Because when you become that woman, you don't just attract any man, you attract the right man. The man who sees your value. The man who wants to match your energy. The man who will cherish you the way you deserve. See, the biggest mistake is thinking, how do I make him addicted to me? When the real question is, how do I become the kind of woman who inspires loyalty, respect, and love? Because when you focus on becoming, you don't have to force anybody to stay. They stay because they want. They stay because they can't imagine life without you. Ladies, let me say it plain, a man can get looks anywhere. He can find charm anywhere. He can find fun anywhere. But finding a woman who combines confidence, peace, and belief, that's rare. That's like finding a diamond in a pile of stones. And when he finds it, he's addicted. He knows it. You know it. Everybody knows it. Now, before I close this, let me warn you. These behaviors are beautiful, but they also demand strength, because confidence means you've got to heal your insecurities. Peace means you've got to control your emotions. Belief means you've got to encourage without enabling. It's not easy, but that's why it's powerful, because rare things are never easy to find. So if you're sitting there wondering, how do I keep his love alive? How do I make him choose me every day? The answer is not pretending, not competing, not begging. The answer is becoming. When you become the woman who embodies these three behaviors, you don't chase, you attract. And the man who's worth it will be so addicted, he'll spend his life making sure he never loses you. Now let me bring this all home. I've laid out the blueprint. I've shown you the three beautiful behaviors that make a man not just interested, not just intrigued, but addicted to you. And I don't mean addicted like a bad habit. I mean addicted like a lifeline. Addicted like I can't go a day without her presence. I can't live without her energy. I can't imagine my future without her standing beside me. The first behavior, confidence. The second, peace. The third, belief in his purpose. Put those together, and you don't just have a relationship. You have a partnership. You don't just have a man who likes you. You have a man who values you, honors you, and protects what you bring to his life. But I want you to understand something deeper. These behaviors are not a performance. They're not some mask you put on just to catch a man. Because if you're faking it, he'll feel it. If you're playing a role, the mask will slip eventually. No, these behaviors come from within. They're born from your own growth, your own healing, your own commitment to being the best version of yourself. Confidence starts with how you talk to yourself. Peace starts with how you manage your own storms. Belief starts with how you choose to see people's potential instead of only their flaws. When you cultivate these qualities inside, they naturally overflow into your relationships. And let me tell you something powerful. When you do the work to embody these behaviors, you don't just make a man addicted. You transform your entire life, because confidence opens doors in your career. Peace makes you magnetic to friendships. Belief in others builds stronger families, stronger communities. This isn't just about romance. This is about becoming a woman of influence, a woman of light, a woman who leaves every space better than she found it. Now let me speak to the women who are tired. The ones who say, I gave my confidence before and he abused it. I gave my peace before and he brought chaos. I believed in someone before and he wasted it. Baby, I hear you. And I want you to know, just because one man didn't honor your gift doesn't mean your gift wasn't valuable. It means he wasn't ready. It means he wasn't the one. But don't you dare let his failure make you doubt your worth. Don't you dare let one heartbreak rob the world of your light. Because the truth is, the right man will not only be addicted to you, he'll protect the very things that make you so rare. He'll honor your confidence. He'll cherish your peace. He'll fight to live up to the belief you place in him. The wrong man takes those things for granted. The right man treats them like treasure. And that's why you don't waste time begging anybody to see your value. You keep walking in it until the one who's meant to see it steps up. See, addiction in love is not about control. It's not about possession. It's not about obsession. Real love addiction, the healthy kind, is when someone is addicted to the way you make them better. Addicted to the way you inspire them to grow. Addicted to the way you challenge them, but also comfort them. Addicted to the way you love without losing yourself. That's the kind of addiction that leads to commitment, to loyalty, to forever. Ladies, you've got to raise your standard. You've got to stop asking, how do I keep him? And start asking, does he deserve to be kept? Because when you walk in these three beautiful behaviors, you're not just choosing any man. You're choosing the one who's strong enough, wise enough, and mature enough to recognize what he has in you. And let me drop one last truth. A man may not always remember what you wore. He may not always remember the details of what you said. But he will never forget how you made him feel. And when you walk with confidence, you make him feel admiration. When you bring peace, you make him feel safe. When you believe in his purpose, you make him feel unstoppable. Those feelings, those are unforgettable. Those are what keep him addicted. So if you walk out of here today remembering one thing, let it be this: you are the prize. You are the standard. You are the gift. Stop shrinking. Stop second guessing. Stop settling. Step into your confidence. Guard your peace. Believe in greatness, in yourself, and in the man who proves he's worthy of your support. And when you live like that, you won't have to chase love. Love will chase you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the truth. That's the blueprint. That's the path to love that doesn't just fade, but love that grows, love that inspires, love that lasts. Three beautiful behaviors that make him addicted to you. Walk in them. Live them. Own them. And watch how your life and your love transforms forever.